What is up, Rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow Rock here X, Rockman X, and I am here before Raw with my WWE SummerSlam 2016 pay-per-view results and review. So yeah, and before anyone says any, well, wait, not before anyone says anything about, but before I say anything about who won or anything, I'm going to try to keep these short, sweet, and to the point because there's like, as I did predictions, like 13 of them. So yeah. But as for SummerSlam as a whole, I can speak as a whole, it wasn't a bad pay-per-view. I thought it was a good pay-per-view. It was enjoyable. Granted, there were times when it was weird to me. Like, if you count the kickoff show, there's a point where like 5 fucking heels won in a row, which seemed really weird to me. But again, that's just weird to me. But again, overall, the pay-per-view wasn't a bad pay-per-view. It was an overall enjoyable pay-per-view. You could sit down and enjoy it. And even if it was weird, it did have that big forward to it as well. But again, that's just me. And there's some other things too in there that was just like, the fuck are you doing, WWE, as well? Especially with 2 moments for sure. But yeah, with the kickoff matches, we had the 12-man tag match, American Alpha, the Hype Bros, and the Usos versus Breezango, Ascension, and the Vaudevillians. Well, I can tell you who won that. The team that I did, I gotta tell you right now, none of my predictions were so off this time. It wasn't even funny, just because of all the heels winning, essentially. But all my fucking predictions are pretty much off a lot. But yeah, we got, for that 12-man tag match, American Alpha, Hype Bros, Usos versus Breezango, Ascension, and Vaudevillians. American Alpha, Hype Bros, and the Usos won. I didn't see that match, but I knew that, so hey, I'm glad, because the Hype Bros, Zack Ryder, hey, yeah. Then we got this match. We got Sami Zayn and Neville versus Dudley Boyz. I thought this match was alright for a kickoff match. I mean, and for another tag team match. But yeah, we got Sami Zayn and Neville winning. Flat out simple as that. And then with the next match, and this is where I started the string of the fucking heels winning, literally. Cesaro versus Sheamus, and I thought this match wasn't for their best of 7 series. I thought it was a good way to kick off the best of 7 series of Cesaro versus Sheamus. Why? Because this match really was fucking a really damn good match. I'm not gonna lie. As well as too, when Cesaro was like literally on the turnbuckle, like he wasn't on the top rope, he was like literally on the turnbuckle, if you know what I'm trying to say. He was on the ring post, there you go, and he just launched himself off. That was actually a pretty beast thing to just do. Ow, my neck, that hurt yawning. But yeah, overall, I thought this match was a good match. It was a really good way to kick off their best of 7 series, and this match was a battle, and I enjoyed it, so yeah. But Sheamus picked the win, sadly. So, there's that. Now, we're moving on to the main show, where we started off with Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass versus Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Again, for another tag team match, this match wasn't a bad match either. I thought it was a really fun match. I mean, granted, I don't know what to say about this match. I thought it was a good way to kick it off. Enzo and Cass, always a good tag team. Chris Jericho, always a competitor, and I don't know. But yeah, overall this match, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens won. So there's that. Yeah, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens won. Simple as that. Moving on to the WWE Women's Championship match, Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. I thought this match, honestly, this match was a good Divas match of the night. Probably better than the 6-woman tag match, but I'll get more on that. I don't know. I thought this one's more exciting than the 6-woman tag match. But, yeah, overall, this match, well, again, another fun match. I thought it was enjoyable. A lot of rough spots, though, especially when the double knees to Charlotte's back with her being she was hanging on the ropes, and all of a sudden Sasha did double knees to Charlotte. And that finish, though, too, kind of irritated. Okay, someone just beat the house when I was trying to do this, but, yeah, overall, I kind of thought, I don't know, that finish, too, where Sasha had Charlotte in the, bank statement, and then Charlotte managed to roll her over into the thing, and then just, like, roll back and roll her over and pin her. I thought that was a weak finish, kind of. I mean, I don't say it was weak, it's just, I don't know. Maybe just I prefer Sasha winning over Charlotte, because, you know, Sasha just won it 4 weeks back. You know, you give Charlotte like literally a year's worth run. No, actually, she won at SummerSlam too, didn't she? Not sure, but you give Sasha or Charlotte like a year's worth run, and she finally loses it to Sasha or anyone, and you only give them like a 4-week run or so. However long the run was, I think it was like 4 weeks. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, let's give the belt back to Charlotte. Got to get some, I don't know. The point of it is, I find that really bullshit. Like, really fucking bullshit to me. That you do that to Sasha, granted, or Becky, or anyone that would have the belt, you would do that too. But, yeah, again, Charlotte won. She's like, once again your women's champion. Let's see where this goes, because Dana Brooke's still with her, or at least I'm assuming Dana Brooke's still with her. So let's see where this goes, and let's hope Sasha gets a rematch, and let's hope fucking Sasha gets the fucking belt back, because if she does, it's going to be another celebration. So yeah, now moving on to Intercontinental Championship match. We got The Miz versus Apollo Crews, and this match seemed really fucking, I don't know. This was another weird match, I guess, because it was an Intercontinental match, and it didn't even feel like a match. To me, this did not at all feel like a match. Again, it wasn't a bad pay-per-view, just a mismatch to me. Didn't really feel like a match at all to me. Granted, that's kind of funny to say, because there wasn't no match later on, but anyway. I feel like it was just a really, really short for Intercontinental Championship match. Granted, again, I don't know. But with The Miz versus Apollo Crews, as I already said, I was really hoping Apollo would win, but I guess The Miz is alright too. But, yeah. I don't know. The Miz won. He retains the Intercontinental Championship. There's really nothing much to say. Now, moving on to the next match, which was match of the night by far, at least to me, or one of the matches of the night, I should say. But yeah, probably match of the night, probably match of the year material. People are going to say that and be like, oh, but no, this was really a damn good match, I thought. John Cena versus AJ Styles. This match was by far, again, one of the best matches of the night, probably match of the year candidate. Why? Just the way it went. Because, I mean, it's like Cena, you know, he's always the one that's supposed to be resilient. Turns around, AJ Styles is a resilient one. You know, he's Cena, as I mentioned last night, Cena would be getting that first taste of resiliency from anyone. You know, and I thought these had match strong points, you know, counter after counter, back and forth all the way through. Just no holds barred wrestling match initially. That's basically what it was. And I enjoyed this match. I was glued to it the whole fucking time. Cena versus Styles, and it was really fucking well done. I feel like this, again, best match of the night, match of the year material, but it was a really well done match. Ultimately, though, at the end of the night, AJ Styles won over John Cena, which broke the rules of a John Cena match. Because usually, when it comes to these pay-per-view matches, when it comes to Cena's feud, when he does it 3 pay-per-views in a row, whatever, it's always like the opponent wins, Cena wins the second time, Cena wins the third time, turns around, Cena didn't win the third time. So, yeah, but the point of it is, I did enjoy it. It was really fun. And again, AJ Styles won. So, moving on to the next match, the WWE Tag Team Championship match. The New Day versus Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. And I thought this match was pretty good. I mean, Jon Stewart was out there. He interfered for the New Day. He's about to get a case of ring postitis. And surprise, surprise, surprise return. We got, what's your name? Big E back. So it's nice to have Big E back in the spot, like after August 8th, well, 8th, wasn't it? I think, whatever. Point of it is, we got Big E coming back. Which the match ends in a disqualification. So, basically, Gallows and Anderson won. But New Day, still your tag team champions. So I'm telling you, WWE, if New Day lose titles to anyone, it needs to be Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass. Otherwise, keep it on the New Day. But the sadly thing is, too, when it comes to that match, I'm still probably going to pick the New Day win because New Day rocks. But yeah. Yeah, again, it was another fun match. I thought it was a good match. Again, it did end in the DQ because where Big E came back, but again, really fun, enjoyable. Again, ended in DQ where Big E came back and essentially Gallows and Anderson did one, but again, the New Day are still your tag team champions. Moving on to the WWE World Championship match, Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler, and I don't know how I feel about this match. And you can really tell that it's so weird too, because this match was still down low on the card, but it's still up there. And I feel it's just weird. I mean, you figured they would have had like a 6-woman tag match before it, or they would have had the United States Championship match before this. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. But overall, this match, again, another fun, enjoyable match. Again, Ziggler, always the workhorse. And oh wow, I'm just trying to like rub my eye, and that's weird. Anyway, you guys just see weird things from me. But again, Dolph Ziggler is the workhorse, so ultimately, his matches are usually good. And of course, Dean Ambrose, fucking Dean Ambrose, his match is always good. But as for the championship match, Dean Ambrose picked up the victory and won. I don't remember how he done it, but I know he done it. That feels like a bad thing to say, but again, this was pay-per-views last night. Like, again, I have stuff what I can remember, and then I have like the results written down so I remember them. So this is the next day we record. But whatever. Point of it is, Dean Ambrose, motherfucking Dean Ambrose won, and he's still your WWE World Champion. Hallelujah. Now, next match, the 6-woman tag match, which, as I said in my predictions, may or may not was going to happen. And I say that because again, Eva Marie got suspended. But it did happen anyway. As I said, I gave another thing where it might happen with like a mystery partner. Or not like a mystery partner, but like a mystery partner type thing. Which was Carmella, Becky Lynch, and Naomi versus Natalya and Alexa Bliss. How it was written on the website. As far as there's going to be no other partner. Well, guess who returned? Granted, this might have been set up to do this anyway before Eva Marie got suspended, and I'm only going to say that because I'm going to assume. But yeah, we got Nikki Bella finally making her in-ring return, and I wish people would stop banging the house outside. Because I'm trying to record this fucking review for my YouTube. But yeah, we got Nikki Bella on the return. Teaming up with Natalya and Alexa Bliss. So there's that. And honestly, this Divas match to me didn't really feel like a Divas match at all. Well, I don't want to say did not feel like Divas match at all, because it obviously was a Divas, or excuse me, women's match. It's just I don't know. It just felt, I don't know. I guess with Nikki Bella coming back, it just didn't feel right. I mean, you're glad she's back. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know at all. Like, it wasn't one of my favorite matches. It definitely just seemed diluted, I feel like, this match. But, again, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Bella picked up the win with Nikki Bella getting the pin for the team. So that's all I really gotta say. But also, moving back to the Cena AJ match, too. Is Cena retiring? Or is he turning heel, finally? Or whatever, because where he took his wristband and he kissed it and then put it down, his Never Give Up band in the middle of the ring. Just now remembered that happened. So what could that be symbolizing? But anyway, that's a completely different thing. I just wanted to say that real quick before I move on to the next match. After the 6-woman tag match, we got the WWE Universal Championship match, which I'm fucking sorry, WWE. It's just another fucking palette swap. Like, you could have reversed the red in the black instead of making it all red, but that title was just another goddamn palette swap. Trying to make all the titles look the same is not a good idea. Could have brought back the fucking Winged Eagle for the Universal belt or something, but that title just looks like shit because it's like all red for Raw. The palette swap, ultimately, it's just fuck off. Just no. You already have 2 titles looking the same: the Women's Championship and the fucking World. You bring this Universal belt looking almost pretty much exactly the same, except for a palette swap. Why? I mean, I'm sorry, but it's pretty sad when the tag team titles are the most unique titles they have. Granted, you have the Intercontinental Championship looking different in the United States looking the same, but you know what I mean. It's pretty bad when those 3 titles out there are different. Like, I'm scared to see what the title would look like if they ever, like, combine the United States and Intercontinental, which I know will never happen. But imagine if they ever did combine them. What would it look like then? A red, white, and blue version of the WWE Championship? Like, or if the tag team titles ever changed? What the fuck would they... How would they make that look like the World Champ... the WWE Championship? Whatever. Point of it is, I'm going on a rant there. But with the Universal Championship match, we had Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. This match, another really good match. I feel like out of the 3 matches, there's 3 matches I could pick for match of the night, and it was Cena versus Styles, Ziggler versus Ambrose, and Balor versus Rollins. And I felt like this, and I say that because this was another good contender for match of the night. And I felt like this match lived up to what it could be. And this is, again, another match I fully enjoyed all the way through. It was really fun. And at the end of that match, it felt nice to see Finn Balor have the title, the Jam Belt, as Adam from What Culture was calling it. The Jam Belt. But Finn Balor picked up the victory. He is your new and first Universal Champion. Read and weep, boys. Finn Balor is the champion on the main roster. Now, moving on, we have the United States Championship match: Rusev versus Rollins. Rusev versus Roman Reigns, which I was surprised that they did this so low on the card. But I guess it kind of does as a break in between the actions that this match never happened. Why? Because it was basically a no contest. Because the brawl that installed beforehand, and it's just kind of like a brutal brawl, especially when Reigns, like when Rusev was trying to walk out on his own willpower, and Reigns just came out again and speared the shit out of him. That spear looked like it hurt like a motherfucker, literally. And just, you never really see, and here's one thing too I like about this moment. You never really see Rusev down for the count, and I really enjoyed that, just seeing Rusev actually down for the count. And the match had to be canceled due to the brawl, saying Rusev can't compete. You know, I felt like it was really a good moment just to see that happen, that you never see this happen often or any at all to Rusev, and it felt nice. It really did feel nice. So thank you, Roman, for doing that to Rusev. Just thank you. I thank you for that. Now, moving on to the next match and I want to put this in air quotes for a reason, the main event. Just because this main event was weak. I felt like this was a weak-ass main event. Really bad, too. We had Brock Lesnar. The match is supposed to be the most hype match out of everything. The whole main event, the most hype match. Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. Suplex City versus Viperville. I felt like this match was really... I don't want to say bad. The match was good. Just the way it went, though. It felt like there was no action in this match whatsoever. Your most hype match. And I felt like there was barely any action in it. Like, that match went so fucking short. Especially with the ending, where Brock just went down and kept hammering Orton, leaving Orton in his own pool of blood. Brock winning by TKO, and then Shane getting F5, which is probably, as someone on my Facebook said, like, not my Facebook page, personal Facebook that I was talking to about it, you know, he said as a weak ending, he said with Shane getting F5, it's probably is going to lead to Brock getting suspended until January. So, most likely, yeah, that's the case. Or he's going to get suspended until some other pay-per-view, but most likely January. Maybe November, because again, Survivor Series, and usually he does the big 4 pay-per-views. But, point of this match was just, did not live up to the hype to me. I said it was going to. Fuck that. It did not live up to the hype at all. I mean, I guess Brock winning by TKO is okay, but and Orton being his own pool of blood's okay. I don't know. Just a weird ass end to the night. Just a weird ass motherfucking end to the night. Really weird end to the night, but again, Brock won this match by TKO. That's the end to the match. Again, weird night with Orton being in pool of his own blood. Shane getting F5 again, just a fucking weird ass finish. And I thought it was really fucking weak as well. Really fucking weak. But again, overall this pay-per-view was not a bad pay-per-view. I thought it was a decent pay-per-view. I thought it was a pretty good pay-per-view. But that's all really I gotta say about anything. Again, it wasn't nothing much me speaking about it. I was trying to go as fast as possible. Still ended about 20-some minutes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, guys, live free and rock.